Hello YouTube, it's Mike and Aaron from Team Endgame here, bringing you a tournament report for the regional qualifiers, which were held at Bexleyheath. Now, unfortunately, Iori can't be with us today.
Yeah, he literally went straight home.
Yeah, straight home. But yeah, unfortunately, we didn't qualify. We'll let you guys know that now, but we'll get into why and everything else later on. But overall, it was a good day. And we'll tell you about it in due course. But
first, we'll show you guys what we actually ran.
Okay, so this is the order we played in. So if you were player number 1, you would have gone against me, and I was running the end.
No surprise there, Mike.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, to be fair, it's the most consistent deck that's out there at the moment, in my opinion, and it's the cornerstone. At the end of the day, I need to win with the end. That was kind of our bedrock of I need to win. So that was my deck, and I managed to win nearly all of them, but we'll get to that in a minute. If you were player 2, you would have gone against Aaron. And Aaron was running Majesty Lord Blaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that deck worked fairly well for you?
It did, but it'll come into story time of why and how most of it.
Okay.
But it did work.
And finally, who's going to comment now on what the third deck was? What do you think? Novas? Oracles? Shadows? Decided to go for Great Nature. Now, the original qualifiers we did was the End, MLB and Nova. And I thought that was how we were going to play this one.
So did I.
But last night, because this is being recorded later on in the day from the actual tournament, we done some playtesting. And based on the fact you're going to be majoritively against these two guys to the left, we were just messing around. And to be fair, it went against. I played against you, didn't I?
You played against Iori using Great Nature. No,
I was using. No,
you were using Great Nature against me for funds.
Yeah, against MLB. And I beat you 3 out of 3.
Yeah, you did.
And I was like, "What's going on?" And you went, "Oh, I want to use Great Nature. Use the end." I was like, "You're not going to beat me." You beat me 3-0. So it beat these two 3-0 in a match. And we're like, "Hang on a sec, we're onto something here." And like, we can't argue with the results. And when he gets Novas, just to make sure they're better than Novas, and they beat him 2-1. So it was just it was like we thought that it might actually be a decent thing. And to be fair, it is. We'll get to how it performed, but it is a very good deck. Don't get me wrong. You can see on our channel, it is a very competitive deck.
I won't say competitive.
All right, the fact it's 10 is a bit, but
it's got
potential.
It's got potential. That's a good way of putting it.
Okay, it's got potential, and it does hit the numbers that you do want it to most of the time, so long as you can get the right cards. And it has the idea is it can rush early, like with Hampskays, and then retire them to then get another guard to your hand, so you can guard the horrible attacks.
Guard and your deck thinning.
And your deck thinning
to get triggers quicker.
We thought that it would be better. And as you can probably guess, it wasn't really the best choice. We don't think.
Yeah, it depends. Again, story time.
It's
story time.
Okay, well, do you want to the day or the...
Well, the day.
Okay, the day itself.
I am so tired.
Poor Aaron drove there.
Driving wasn't an issue. It's just, it was such a long day.
It was such a long day.
We got there a bit early, but it's not a problem. Started at 1.
Okay,
doors opened at 1. We didn't actually start until 2:30 because it took an hour and a half to register everyone there.
Which was completely unnecessary, I might add, because it's only... I understand checking for the sleeves on the deck, because I saw a couple of people that you've got to re-sleeve them because they're not good enough. And I was like, that's fair. To be fair, the person in front of me needed to re-sleeve their deck. But yeah, it's the
they had us order our decks so they could check.
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
So every person who came up, or every team that came up, they had to check every single deck.
Yeah,
so 3 decks for 18 teams that turn up.
The thing I was going to point out was I thought that only the top 4 at the very max would be necessary to put down their deck list. But not only did they ask for the deck list, we had to order our deck. So now
Did you say that?
Huh?
I did just say that.
I was emphasising it. We had to order our deck. And they looked through it to make sure all the right cards are there. Aaron forgot to bloody put down his double blaster blade because he's got 2 from the structure deck in there and 2 from the box. And they were like, "Oh, you didn't put it down." I was like, "Don't worry, I'll go. I'll let him know."
That shouldn't matter.
It shouldn't matter, no, not really.
Well, regardless, that took up an hour and a half of time, so we didn't actually start.
So already,
two.
I was like, "Aaron, you nervous?" You're like, "Yeah, I'm nervous." I was like, "I'm more nervous than you. Look."
The longer it went on, the longer I had to wait, the more nervous I was getting. But
because we're totally fine at the start, and I was obviously a little nervous, and anxious to play. But if you're anxious to play for an hour and a half, just sitting there like,
it just
when's the game?
Intensifies.
I need to play the game. I'm ready to play now. I need to get the first couple of games over with to then get the ball rolling. So it did. So the way it was organised was
very organised.
It was organised well, and once the ball got rolling, they did match up quite quickly.
Yes, they did. There's a few issues I had, but that was just personal.
Like,
well, okay, 18 teams, fine. Going against each other, cool.
It was 18 teams.
18 teams.
18 teams, guys. So how many
win, lose?
So how many rounds do you reckon it'll be? You know, the normal 4 or 5.
This is getting to where I'm coming to because
okay,
we win, lost. Well, people won, lost. Okay, fine. And then it was like, okay, these guys have lost, these guys have won. That's where split up into brackets. So you basically have the winner's bracket and loser's bracket because some people had 0, some people had loss. Because it was 18 to start with, that's 9 on each bracket. Everyone started getting buys.
If you're in the bottom bracket, you get a bye, and the top bracket gets a bye. So 2 teams are getting a bye each round. Now already, you're thinking, well, I don't want to buy early because I'm going to get against teams that are fairly average or no offense to the teams. Obviously, they're qualified. They're going to be good teams. I don't want to say they're bad teams, but if they're having a bit of bad luck or they're not playing their best or something, it would reflect on their wins and losses. So early, people in the lower bracket could still be quite high, and you could get a bye when you could have.
The thing is, this wasn't an issue towards the start.
We
didn't even catch on. That's the fact that after our second game,
we got it round 3.
After the second game, that's another 4 people gone from that bracket.
Yeah,
because it'll be 8 playing off. So there's only 4 with a perfect win-loss, and then that means that there's another person in that bracket because of the bye who now has to have a bye because it would have been 5.
Yeah, it ended up well into.
So every round, bye, and it
got silly. Right at the end, it got stupid.
But in the end, every single team had a bye.
Yeah, but people get a bye right at the end that should be against a team in the top 4,
and
that's the stupid.
That's where it became a problem.
So that was one issue, and we'll get to that again as we go through the matches. And I guess
the second issue was there were just so many teams. 18 teams.
So how many rounds do you reckon that will be, guys? When you normally go to a tournament, it will be an average of about 4 or 5 rounds, and then it will be like best points go through, just like the qualifiers.
We had to play 7
rounds. Games. We would have played an 8th round if we were in the final. Okay.
Yeah. So 7 rounds to basically get into the finals, and then 8 determines if you're first or second.
Okay.
The only reason it went on for 7 was because it was double elimination. Which
so it's basically lives at the end of the day. You have 2 lives and you're out.
But that's just it. Again,
people can just hang on with that.
It's
one
not
life.
so much I'm not happy about it. It's more so 7 rounds is a lot of games.
Yeah, I mean
towards the end,
the system is fine. It's just they should have had a limit on the amount of people that could register.
Yeah, I feel they should have.
And not a lot of people emailed them upon request to register. And that took longer as well because not as many people registered.
By the 6th and 7th game, I was just drained mentally. I was really tired. I couldn't keep up. I didn't really know what was going on. I mean, I was playing to my best as what I thought I could.
Well, you kind of gave away how long we've been playing for at this point, but anyways.
It's not the point.
Anyways.
It's just a long, long day.
Anyway, we'll go through the rounds relatively quickly. Obviously, it's been a long day. We didn't write down who we were against. I could the only ones I can remember are the main ones worth mentioning. When it comes, so do you want me to go through?
You go for review because most of mine were really good matches. Most of mine were really good.
Okay, well, I'll say our results, and then I'll say any specific games in relation to the decks.
Yeah.
Our overall result, well, we hadn't actually lost by the what round?
We went 4 rounds, perfect wins.
So 4 rounds, and we were one of 2 teams that hadn't lost.
No, sorry, we went 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was 4.
We
lost the 5th.
Okay, so 4 rounds, guys, and we hadn't actually lost. But when I looked it up, there were, I believe, only 3 teams on that. On the 4 rounds. 2. There were only 2 teams.
Us and another team were on perfect.
Yeah, so people were saying, "Oh, you need to win one more," and
yeah, I know, but
it got our hopes up. To be honest,
it really
did. That did get me. I was like, "Have we won?" And some guy was like, "Yeah, you have pretty much. You qualified." I was like, "You what? Don't get my hopes up like that."
Yeah.
So we go into
it's not his fault, but you know.
All right, we go into the 5th round, and that was the game.
That was me and Iori.
That was you and Iori, yeah.
You won fine. You had a good match against the guy.
Yeah, I played. That was an awesome game. I basically had my 20k column on the left, my promise and the end in the middle. This is the best game ever.
And then he just attached a rig.
And then I had 12k at the front. And I went.
You topped at your 12k.
No, I topped at the 8k beat stick, the bar.
No, you topped at your burning home.
No, I remember it was the bar.
Okay.
I guarded.
You.
He swung over my rear guard for the 20k column, and I was like, overguard it with the rest of my hand, and I top decked the bar. I was like, that'll do. Yeah, so I went 20, 21, 20. He had no chance.
And then you got heal and draw.
Yeah,
so it was over by that point.
It was well over. But anyway, so why did you lose the 5th round?
Well, I was against Solus, so I knew what I was doing. I didn't give him 2 damage at grade 3. It didn't have Coco anyway, so it wasn't a problem. But he rode Imperial Daughter.
Yeah, that's a bit.
I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
So he counterblast, puts it in the soul, and he attacked for 21 with a crit. I'd already got Majesty Lord at this point, so I was on 12.
So he's got nothing on his field, guys, just one.
So I was like, okay, so it's 10k inherent crit. He's attacking me. I'm on 2 damage. He can double crit me the game at this point.
Yeah, because
I really don't want to go out now with a double crit per game.
It swings for a 21 with a crit. And that's the game.
I got it for 20. Couldn't pass it all.
Bearing in mind he's on 12, so that's
got like a heal trigger,
pass.
And either could heal, couldn't heal, something like that. Second turn, he didn't play anything, attacked me again for 21 no crit. I was like, I can't keep doing this.
It does have to sacrifice something though, doesn't it? To lose restraint.
Unless your field's empty.
Oh. Are you sure?
Yes. Right. Positive. So he did it again. I got it for 15 to the pass. He didn't get a single trigger. I mean, all this time I was pushing him and his hand was slowly whittling away. But it would get him to a point where I just couldn't guard everything. So on the last one, 2 to pass.
So on his third...
I knew full well he had nowhere else for his triggers to go. So if he got 2, he would put them on Vanguard anyway. But I couldn't put any more down without risking guard for next turn, if you know what I mean.
It's more risking presence.
And that's when he gets double crit on me.
So on the 4th attack, 4th time trying to push...
Third time.
The 3rd time trying to push... The 3rd time trying to push you... and he gets a double crit.
It wasn't so much pushing me, he just didn't have anything to play. He really
that's what I mean. The third swing. That's the thing.
I'd seen him try to check a Coco before, but the thing is he had soul due to having to put Lulu and stuff back in.
That's the thing, so you'd never have known which drive check. I mean, I don't know, he was beating himself up a little bit about it, but you would never have known which drive check it was that he would double crit on. If you could let the first 2 through and you wouldn't have died.
I know. I probably would have, because it still had a crit. This is the thing, it has an inherent crit when there's nothing on the field.
You can let one
That's
through.
the problem.
You can let one
so
through.
When he gets a double crit and passes, it's 4 damage.
It's whole kind of, you might as well let it,
trigger.
At the end of the day, you might have been better off letting it through early, but when you did let it through, you unfortunately double crit, and it was just like, no heal anywhere to be seen. And
then we're looking at Iori to pull it back. He was grey locked.
No, it wasn't. Wasn't this the one where it was 1 to pass? It was that one.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
We looked up to Iori. I was like, Jesus Christ, Iori, please help.
It was back and forth.
It was back and forth, and
it got to a point where the opponent had to use everything to guard.
Yeah, and he swung back at Iori.
He topped it to perfect guard, dropped that, moved his bar to the front,
So basically, a bar at the front, 11k column on the left.
14 to Vanguard, so 5.
14, sorry.
And then it was
So,
the end.
so you had 2 cards in hand.
19 to Vanguard.
A 5k guard and a 10k guard. You 5k'd the Poxy column on the left.
Yeah.
And he went 1 trigger to pass on the Vanguard. His first check wasn't a trigger.
It was a perfect guard again.
The second check was a frickin' heal.
So it passes, he heals, and Iori didn't heal, so... Unfortunately, he lost that one, and that was our first loss.
Because of a double crit and a trigger to pass.
The thing is, I can't moan about a double crit, because the exact next round I went against the end. He's dropped early. I was attacking his rear guards, because I was like, yeah, attack, because I could do it, and then I did the effect and got the effect off. Somehow, though, no, that was it. He double draw triggered, so his hand just went from 2 to 6. And I had 2 in my hand, a MLB and a perfect guard, so I knew I couldn't do anything. So when it came to my turn, he did 2 to pass on my Vanguard. Drive check a crit. I didn't see any other choice. Put it all on Vanguard. Drive check again, got another crit on Vanguard, passed. 4 damage.
But he was a bit cheeky.
He was. He was a bit cheeky. Takes 1 damage, nothing. 2 damage, nothing. 3 damage on this. This is his 6 damage. Sorry, heal. And he was going to leave it at that. Despite the fact it was 4 damage.
He went to draw. He was like, "Hang on a sec, you haven't taken your 4th damage."
Yeah,
he was like,
a little cheeky with that.
Little cheeky.
You know, on the ball, managed to point him out, and I won it because he didn't get anything.
Yeah. So yeah, the 5th round we lost. So I was like, "God damn it! Now we're on a back foot. We've lost our life. This is it. If we lose again, we're out."
Yeah.
6th round, we won.
Again, 6th round I did that. You were Sephiroth right chain.
And I hate the Sephiroth right chain with a passion. And he got grade locked on 2.
Just point out, on that game, Iori got grade locked.
Yeah, Iori got grade locked on 1. That's a bit worse. So basically, Aaron was the deciding game at that point. Because I would obviously be a grade lock with the end.
Yeah.
And Iori would obviously lose at a grade lock, so...
And then the last game was just horrible. This is our 7th game.
It's the 7th game.
Tired.
This is top 4 teams. If we won this round, this 7th round, then we would qualify. We had 1 more game to play, and looking at all of us, we were just shattered. None of us could think properly. In my game, I was against Aqua Force. Now, I basically got my arse handed to me because the guy got his entire field out properly with the attack switch, attack right, attack down the middle. And I didn't realise he was on 4 damage when I first guarded them, so I guarded everything.
Muppet.
Yeah, I know. And then the next time he swung, and I did sack into about 4 draws. It wasn't excessive, but you know, I wasn't too happy with the comment he threw my way. He basically commented on the amount I was triggering when people were watching and things, and I felt it was a bit against the, what would you call it? Etiquette of the game. So I wasn't too happy with that, but the fact that made me get a bit irate, and that aside, I did get very stressed afterwards and had to take a break outside, to be fair, because getting this far and then getting knocked down, at
least we got that far.
I know, at least we got that far. Other people don't manage to
better
get
than
there.
last year.
Better than last year.
Well, I go 2 rounds and I lose.
Yes.
I think you guys got 5 last year, but never mind.
Yeah. So, and that was a bit. That's
and then,
fine. But even so, even on that comment, I was still only draw triggering into 5k guards. I had so many grade 2s and 1s in my hand.
That was my problem with that game as well.
I was like, I can't guard anything.
I was against Duke. He got the ride chain up to 2, so he got a few pluses. Garmords, and then there's just me checking 5Ks. I couldn't guard anything. And ended up overpowering me in the end. And then you look to Iori, and he grade locks again.
Yeah, he grade locks again. So it's game over.
He grade locked 3 times out the entire day.
Yeah, so to be fair, we never saw Grenade's potential because he got grade locked 3 times. He won a few, and 1 he just lost. So
yeah, one of them was good, but it's just back and forth.
So let's say 3 grade locks, 3 wins and a loss. Let's say that.
Something like that.
It's something like that. And so it wasn't too bad. I personally only lost in that last game. I didn't even realise I put in 4 damage. it's as if a gap in my mind just went. I didn't realise I was even attacking you. I looked up, I was like...
That's how tired we were.
I was like, I've given him 4 damage. So since when did I do that? So, I could have played that a hell of a lot better, but at the end of the day, Aaron got... Aaron lost that game. Iori got grade locked, so it wouldn't have mattered how well I played anyway.
Apart from those last few where we were just tired and really couldn't think properly, though, pretty much every game of ours was good. It was a nice game. I was happy to win or lose regardless. Even on that double crit.
I didn't finish.
You didn't finish?
No, I didn't finish.
Okay, finish then.
It was that time, and on the 4th round, which was also quite amusing, you guys didn't tell me you'd won.
Oh yeah.
In the 4th round. So I lost in the 7th round because we were just so tired and I just couldn't keep up because his field was just perfect and mine wasn't. And I just didn't have the guard. But round 4, it was in a situation right at the end where it was double crit for game. It had to be double crit. It has to be literally a double crit. I was on 4 damage. If he put 1 crit on the side of the trigger, I would just guarded that and let the single attack through on the other side. He had to literally get 2 crits and split them up. And that's what he did. And I had 15k guard. Wait, no, sorry, 15?
You had 20 guard.
20 guard. Oh. Yeah, so I need 2 or something.
You had 20 in your hand, an end, and a 5k intercept with Burning Horn.
Yeah, so basically I need 30k guard. There's 15 each side. And I only had 1 knot. And I was like... I was stressing about it. I looked about 4 times. These guys still didn't tell me that they'd won. And I took it and I was like, oh, good game. Like I looked to the right and there was some cheeky little shite. And I just went, yeah, we won, don't worry. And I just dropped my head and went, oh, I hate you. I hate you.
That was one of the highlights though, just seeing your reaction. It's so fun, so fun.
Indeed. So, I was the cornerstone. I only lost that 1 game during the day, so the end should potentially... Until the end of the day.
Okay.
Yeah, the end should potentially win, so... Majesty's a bit of a dodgy one. It either works or it doesn't.
That's the thing. The first game, you had to ride Palamedes, so that put me at a massive disadvantage. But I can't say it doesn't work, because one of the games Iori went against, the guy was using MLB and rode Palamedes, and still won. So, it's either or really, it just depends how it goes.
As we said with Great Nature, it didn't get the best luck today, but we'll never know how well Novas would have played. But at the end of the day, the one I lost at game 4 was one of the ones he won.
Yeah.
And
the one I lost at the start.
The one you lost at the start
was the one that Iori won again.
Yeah, you won again. So they at least covered the holes, the 2 little gaps that one of us failed.
Yeah.
Which is what we mainly needed the 3rd deck to do. But that round 7 we were just done. It was horrible. Yeah, stressful me, a little sit outside. But, I just, get back in and continue to browse and get some trades done. Which is good. So that's pretty much everything, I think.
I believe it is.
Yep, so it was a good day. It could have been a little better.
A little bit. We could have qualified.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, we could have just got grade locked in 2 games.
Yeah, that's true.
One of the comments Yuri made, though, only by himself, no one really grade locked. You never heard about anyone getting grade locked?
No, I didn't hear anyone getting.
There was one of our mates and one that I went against.
Yeah.
And Yuri 3 times. So, yeah. Basically, that's the majority of it. A little infuriating to be set up and knocked down. I don't think there's any other comments to make. No?
None here.
Okay, in that case, the decks themselves, we can do a deck breakdown at some point.
Yeah, we'll try and get them out for you this week, hopefully. Yeah, I know MLB's been requested. We'll do the end as well, just an extra thing. And Great Nature's already on our channel, so we'll put a link below this video. And when they become available, we'll put links to those 2 as well. But
yeah, so
hopefully during the week we'll get that sorted.
Yeah, because I don't mind showing it now. I was a little reluctant because at the end of the day, these are what we're competing with, and I think it's the best way I can build it, and it's just me being stingy at the end of the day. I can show people now, it's fine. Come the next set, coming next week will be the sneak
Next
peek.
week, well,
And then the week
probably
after.
by the time this is up, it'll be Monday, so a week on the Friday.
Yeah, will be the sneak peek in the box. And yeah, that'll be good. Game will change. Hopefully these guys
Not an
won't
awful
see as
lot.
much play. Yeah.
It'll change in July when we get Bermudas, and I'll be happy.
Oh yeah. that'll be amusing. We don't know whether they'll even be allowed to be played at the qualifiers.
They probably will be, because they're out literally the day before.
Regionals even. Yeah.
It'll be funny to see every
Yes,
team.
every team has one person with Bermuda. Just because of the play support.
Right break, dude, right break.
I didn't want to say it just because I was wrong. Because your domain. So yeah, some good trades, good day.
I'd love to have gone further.
Yeah, we'd love to have gone that last round. It was far too many rounds. We couldn't have done it.
That's my main issue, though.
That is our main
7
issue.
rounds was too much. But that's how double elimination works. Everyone had 2 chances.
Yeah, and also another thing that came to mind with the Great Nature. We suspected. No, I don't think I finished my sentence earlier. We suspected MLB in the end to see more play.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, not many people were running both.
Yeah, exactly.
It was one or the other.
One at the end.
It was one or the other, and the other two teams. The other things we saw were someone played Granblue against me. That was amusing. Because our favourite clan is Granblue. In terms of their playstyle and things, which I'd love to see them getting support now. It's fantastic. But I knew exactly how to get rid of them. I was like, I'll just snipe your Mario off. You can't revive that. I'll just get rid of
And
this.
then a lot of golds popped up as well.
The guy was on 1 damage and I was on 4, and he was just like, he was confused as to why my hand was growing and I just wasn't struggling. I was like, you're on 4 damage. Wait a sec, where's my field? Yeah, I got rid of it. So, yeah, that was fun. I saw Shadow Paladins.
I don't see any shadows.
I want to get Shadows.
I saw gold.
Gold made quite a few appearances as Duke, but that's just people tiding over from last year, I think.
Yeah.
Basically just not buying into any more decks and just sticking with that. Not really anything majorly out there par us. The amount of reactions were Great Nature. It's like, Great Nature, woo, fair play. Even the judge was like, I want to see them win. No one runs them. Oh, they are a good clan. I don't think I saw any Tachikaze or anything like that.
Nothing like that.
It was just the main lot. The only strange one was Granblue and us with Great Nature and maybe some shadows in there. I saw no Angel Feathers or Tachikaze.
Didn't see any Angel Feathers or anything like that. Don't see any Pale Moon.
No Pale Moon. Yeah, so not really a major array like we always hope for in Vanguard, but this is what we went with. That was the result. And that's basically all I can say. Like I said that like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I
and
know
carried
you
on.
said this like 3 times already.
Yeah, that's what I'm like every time I talk. I just like to
It's
talk
alright,
more.
regardless. Story time done.
Story time done.
Port basically done.
Yeah.
Gonna bring deck check at end, MLB soon, link to Great Nature,
Yep.
and then we'll get a new matchup for you next week as well.
Okay.
I know people have been requesting for Dayusha. We have actually got 4 the normal Dayushas now, but we've still only got 1 cross ride, which is such a pain.
Well, out of my clans, I'm not missing anything now.
I know you aren't.
I've got 4 of everything.
So if you guys want to see a Dayusha build with only 1 great Dayusha,
Don't ask for it, guys. Seriously.
I can get it done.
No, he
I don't
can't.
know how interesting it's going to be.
No, he can't.
And we'll do that against Brad Kruger for you, because I know you've all been wanting that.
Really?
Yeah, people have been asking it quite a bit. Battle of the Robots.
You guys.
And I would like to do it, it's just the Dayushas. Because
Are we
they're
allowed to-
expensive.
Okay, I will compromise. Can we buff them? It's not my clan. It's not your clan. It's Yuri's clan.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's just out of our hands a little bit. So we're trying to get him as best we can,
Yeah.
but it's just that he hasn't got the time at the moment. So
Yeah.
he hasn't got. We hardly get him to play here, as you can tell by our channel. So as soon as he has the time to start playing this more, he'll make more of an investment. But until
Yes,
then,
that is true. Also, just another side note, because we were looking through cards earlier. Does anyone want to see Spike Bros? Because I found them and forgot all about them.
Again, Yuri's clans. I think Yuri's clans are basically just put in my garage. I convert garage room. They just sit in there.
So yeah, please let us know what you feel, if that's okay with your decks and stuff below. And
I'll tell you what, can I just list off what we got? Like, all the clans? Because
if you want to, you can list it off and I'll put it in the description as well, just to make it easier.
Okay, right, guys. I run, out of my decks, obviously, Kagero, Aqua Force, Granblue, Great Nature, Murakumo, Tachikaze, and I think I'm missing one. How many was that?
I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. You probably are missing one. I can't think.
Aqua Force? Did I say Aqua Force?
You said Aqua Force, yeah.
Damn it.
I think that's it. Just leave it at that.
No. Oh yeah, Nova. Nova Grappler.
Oh yeah, Nova. Okay.
And Nova Grappler. That's my ones.
I run Royals, Oracles, Angel Feather, Shadows. Is that all the United Sanctuary stuff? I think it is. Royal, Shadow, Gold, Oracle. Gold, yeah, gold as well. Yeah, gold. What else do I do? Pale Moon. Bermudas!
Bermudas. Oh yeah, Booth McGee. So that's... How many is that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got all the Night Sanctuary, Pale Moon. Bermudas, that's 7.
That's 7.
Is that right? That's probably right.
That's probably right. Well, me and Aaron run 7 decks each.
And Yuri runs Dimension Police, Spike Bros, Narukami. Is that it? Dark Regular.
And Dark Irregular, yeah. Dark Irregulars, he's got the cards for enough of them to make certain decks. Narukami, missing the perfect guards, but hopefully we can get
His current build's actually a no-life Anchor King, if you want to see it.
Yeah, that's the Dark Irregular one, but I remember going against it with Granblue, that was fun. Yeah, so Narukami's missing the perfect guards, which hopefully will come in this box, the set 9. Are they in there?
Yeah, we're waiting on that now, to be honest.
So we'll see what we get from there and kind of fill in the gaps.
The only one that's unclaimed because no one wants it is Megacolony.
Oh yeah, yeah, we do have them, but obviously no one really wants to pick them up.
Hey, I like my build from before.
Yeah,
it's the fraud, draw, yeah.
That was a bit of fun, but
yeah, I'll just put them in the links up there. Put them in the description below, just so you know for future reference if you ever want to.
Yeah, so you're gonna have links to R3. Eventually, you'll see R3 deck checks in there for our qualifier. And all the clans we use, which is basically a list of all the clans in existence. Just split up into me, you, and Yuri.
Nubatama.
I run them. You can put that under me.
No, they're technically not. You can't use them yet.
No, but it's still a clan that I have like for everything for. So it's fine. So yes, for the 4th time or something?
4th time, I think, now.
Okay, that will be our report.
Yes.
And
among other things.
And rant, and explanation, and stress relief, and everything
about our day today.
Yeah, so we will see you guys later.